Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I
Good morning. Welcome to Shireen's World, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday. Alrighty. Welcome all my viewers, my subscribers, my thrivers, my victims. Anybody that just want to educate yourself. And welcome all you narcissistic men and women. I know you coming across my channel, trying to figure out how to educate yourself on yourself. Anyways, welcome to Shireen's World. Good morning. Listen, do not be a narcissist supply, okay? This is for all you men and women out there that's trying to figure out, oh my God, what does she mean? Don't be a narcissist supply. What I mean by that is you can be the supply. Whatever you're supplying them can be the supply. Don't be a narcissist supply. When you try to remove that supply from that narcissist, you're going to see how they react towards you. You're going to get anger. You're going to get love bombed. You're going to get all of that. And you're going to realize what they're there for. Okay? So don't be a narcissist supply. Alrighty? You don't want to be in a shit show clown circus. So, I call it the Jezebel 304 circus clown shit show. That's how they operate, everybody. That's how they operate. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be a narcissist supply. That's the whole goal for today. Because they out there, they lurking, they looking, they need, they want, they love bombing, they acting like they doing better. That's what they do out here. And they got multiple sources, okay? It's like my narcissistic ex, man. We all know them plates ain't in his name. He got multiple different supplies for different things that he needs, ladies and gentlemen. So, as me being a peer mentor survivor, I try to come up here and I try to give y'all some of my situations or what I went through so you guys can understand. Because when I be coming up here and I share certain things, or when I go on my group chat and I share certain things, there's a lot of people that went through similar situations, okay? Similar. Alrighty? So, as an advocate, as a peer mentor advocate, I'm going to keep my voice up. Alrighty? That is the whole goal. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people, they ask me, like, how do you keep on going? And I'll tell them, like, you got to keep your voice heard. You cannot be silent, no matter what. No matter. Especially as an advocate. Especially as a peer mentor advocate. You cannot be silent. Your voice must be heard. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be no narcissist supply. You don't deserve none of that. Alrighty? You deserve a healthy relationship. You don't deserve somebody that you got to sit there and act like they're your kid at the end of the day. They only using you for their own gain and personal needs. Alrighty? They might need their rent paid. They might need their car bill paid. You're probably paying the insurance for them. And when they crash that up, what goes down? Alrighty? Also, they might be, telling you a most craziest love bombing story. They might be talking shit about their exes to you. Oh, they're crazy. They're this, they're that. Oh my gosh, the amount of stories I heard from my narcissistic ex about certain things, but he knew not to come to me about a lot of certain things. Like I said, my narcissistic ex kept a lot of things in a cut for me. And so I started opening my eyes, realizing, and the town I live in is real small. It's Binghamton, it's little. Everybody's going to end up knowing everybody. And if you don't know somebody, all you got to do is sit back and you're going to hear about it. Everybody knows about everybody out here. It is sad, okay? All they do is drink, party. Even the females too, these narcissistic females out here, they party, they drink, they like to fight. They don't even know what they got going on with themselves out here, okay? If you want to figure that out, come to Binghamton on a weekend or a weekday, but on a weekend too, and see how it rocks out on a weekend late at night. Okay? It is crazy out here. You're gonna see the same females, the same males. Alrighty? Some narcissistic people out there lurking, looking for new supply. And listen, I know my narcissist ex be mad that I be coming and I be bringing that awareness, because listen, as a peer mentor survivor, I'm not going to stop. Nobody's going to stop me from bringing my awareness. Okay? And like I said, if I could help someone else out, that's just what I'm going to do. And I've been doing that, and I'm going to keep on doing that. Okay? Listen, domestic violence and narcissistic abuse is real out here, y'all. So y'all gotta make sure you educate yourself on what's going on when you're coming out these situations. All right? When you're coming out these situations and you want to spread awareness and you want to be an advocate and you want to be a peer mentor, you bring your awareness, okay? You don't stop. All righty? You don't stop because somebody's trying to tell you how to bring your awareness. No, you don't stop. All righty? There's ways to go about certain things, okay? Also, like I said, if you're in a domestic violence situation, I could feel for you. I totally get it. I've been through that. I get it. All right. I've been through the courts. I've been through the trials. I've been through all of that. All righty. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not be a narcissist supply. That's the whole goal of this morning story. You know, that's on checking in on everybody. You know, Shireen's well got to check in on everybody. I got to make sure everybody is good, because, you know, when I be going silent, everybody probably be like, oh, she's quiet. She ain't got no more awareness to go for. But no, Shireen's well is going to keep bringing awareness. And shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's coming from Facebook, coming to my YouTube page, watching. I appreciate all of you for inboxing me, letting me know how you like the videos, whatever the case may be. I appreciate all my Facebook followers. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. We made it to 1,000 followers on Facebook, okay? 1,000 followers on Facebook, and I appreciate every last one of you up there. Like, it means so much. So all you men, all you women, I appreciate all my followers on Facebook. We made it to 1,000. Okay, we got 1,000 followers. I'm super excited. Alrighty, and that means a lot. It goes to show me that there's a lot of narcissistic abuse relationships going on out there, but you know, with men and women. It's basically letting me know there's a lot of domestic violence going on. It's letting me know that a lot of people need some healing. A lot of people need resources out there. There's a lot of people need a lot of resources. So I share, you know, when people inbox me and they need the resources, I share the resources that, you know, within the area or whatever the case may be. Maybe they just need somebody to talk to, vent to, get something off their chest. That's what Shireen's World for. And that's what domestic violence and narcissistic relationships I survive, you know, that's what we here for. You understand? We here to spread the love. Listen, we got to spread the awareness. If I can help somebody else out to get through what I went through, I'm here. So follow Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, guys, on YouTube, follow that. And Facebook, because I'm also recording to Facebook as well. Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Come to Shireen's World. Hit the like button. You don't got to subscribe, hit the like button. I appreciate everybody. You know, you got to do what you got to do out here. Also, don't let nobody stop you from doing whatever it is that you're trying to do out there that's productive. Okay? As long as it's legal, it's productive, that's your goal, that's your dream, you keep chasing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand how it feels to be in these domestic and narcissistic relationships and the way it messes with your mental, and you may have something you're trying to do and you're trying to figure out why you can't do it. I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes, you know, when you have these good things going, you know, the energy may be blocked. You understand? And that's because sometimes God wants you to remove yourself out that situation. And when you remove yourself out that situation, doors start opening up for you. When you start healing, doors start opening up for you. When you start, you know, putting in self-care and putting into yourself more and trying to figure out what's going on, doors will definitely start opening up for you. Alrighty? So don't sit there and doubt yourself. It's not you. None of that. It's not your fault. Alrighty? Just make sure you educate yourself when you're coming out these situations. Educate. When I mean by educate yourself, what I mean by that is look up what you went through. If you went through a domestic violence relationship, what did you go through? Manipulation, or the gaslighting, all that type of stuff. You understand me? You're trying to figure out why they kept you away from your family or your income, or they was abusing you, beating you. And you're gonna have to look up all those things of what domestic violence is. Okay. Also, if you was in a narcissistic relationship, you also have to look up what is a narcissist, what is narcissistic personality disorder, what are their traits, what do they do, how do they operate, okay? And then you're gonna understand how both of these things operate and how they could come hand in hand together, alrighty? And when you do that while you're going to counseling and you're getting, help, or whatever the case may be, and you're talking it out through groups. Maybe you don't want to talk through groups. You just need a one-on-one session. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Get as much counseling that you need until you feel like you're done and you don't need it no more. All righty? And after you do that, educate yourself on what you went through, because when you do that, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, okay, this is what I went through. I got to break the cycle. The whole goal is breaking that cycle and not going back into a cycle like that again. So when you do want to date in the future, ladies and gentlemen, and you do run across somebody, like I said, you're going to run across another narcissist, you're going to run across somebody else, but you're going to be able to have the tools, you're going to be able to recognize the red flags, and whatever the situation is, very, very spot on early. Alrighty. And ladies and gentlemen, some people come out these situations and they just be like, oh, I just want to be to myself. I don't want nobody else for the rest of my life. But listen, I'm telling you, you'll be able to date again eventually. That's your choice, though, okay? So welcome to Shireen's World, everybody. I'm going to exit out of here. Make sure you hit the like button. Alrighty? Y'all have a blessed morning and do not be a narcissist. Come on.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.